At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you could refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172. News is also brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 775-751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, Mercy Air responds to several accidents over the weekend.
Golden Gaming gives away $100,000 in October.
And you are invited. Welcome to the Haunted Forest. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
And good Monday evening, everyone. It's October 29, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46.
Hours before one of the largest storms on record makes landfall in southern New Jersey tonight, Hurricane Sandy was speeding up and lashing the East Coast, pushing floodwaters in low-lying areas from Maryland to New York, bringing transportation systems to a halt and snapping electrical connections. Flooding was reported in southern New Jersey and along the coastal areas in Manhattan, where highways were closed as the East River continued to rise. More than 150,000 people were without power in New Jersey, Long Island, and parts of Connecticut. Officials have cautioned that the storm is perilous and its impact would last days. The effects of Hurricane Sandy are being felt locally, too. Passengers have had delays at McCarran International Airport because of canceled flights. So far, McCarran has canceled about 30 flights. A spokesperson says that number could continue to grow throughout the day.
A 23-year-old man was airlifted after spending several hours freezing in the desert with injuries he sustained from an accident. Luckily, a man riding a bike the next morning heard his cries for help. The victim's car, which was inside a ditch, could not be seen from the roadway to passing motorists.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
It's around 7:30 in the morning on Leslie and Rixu Street on Saturday when a bicycle rider was taking an early morning ride down the street. He saw debris on the roadway. Upon further examination, he heard someone screaming help. He saw what appeared to be a vehicle inside a ditch and the man laying next to it. He called Nye County Sheriff's deputies. Upon arrival, they found the man who either self-extricated or was ejected from the vehicle in close proximity to the car. Emergency crews had to transport the man from one side of the gully to the other. Mercy Air landed on scene on Leslie Street. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked the roadway. The man suffering from a large gash in his leg, amongst other injuries. He was transported to UMC Trauma Center in Las Vegas for those injuries and as well as possible hypothermia. He apparently left a party approximately 2 a.m. and was next to his vehicle since then until 7:30 in the morning when he was located. Reportedly, the vehicle was traveling approximately 100 miles an hour when it struck a power pole, lost part of its hood, and ended up in the ditch off Leslie Street. The man was was reportedly 23 years old by the first name of Tyler. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Wow. Well, rescue crews had another busy weekend. In fact, Mercy Air was used in all 4 injury accidents over the past 2 days. Pahrump Valley Fire and Chief Scott Lewis gives an update.
There was a number of bad accidents that have occurred over the weekend, and as you had mentioned earlier, that most of them required the services of flight to get the patients over to trauma. We had a vehicle accident that occurred on late Friday. It was a vehicle versus a wall. The person had self-extricated, wasn't discovered for quite a period of time, and then it was subsequently transferred care to Mercy Air and was flown to trauma.
And was that an impaired driver, do you know?
I don't know. That was under investigation by the Sheriff's Office.
Only one occupant?
Yes.
And that was on the south end of town. We also had another one early Saturday morning that required Mercy Air on Leslie and Rixu.
Correct. That was another accident that involved a one-vehicle rollover. That patient also was believed to have been injected. The accident was thought to have occurred around 2 o'clock in the morning. However, the accident wasn't discovered until around 7 o'clock in the morning. Crews raced to the scene. They found the patient nearby, again requiring the services of flight, transferred patient care to Mercy Air 21, who then subsequently flew the patient to trauma.
And then one on Bella Vista, which appeared to be a relatively minor rear-end collision.
It was a two-vehicle accident that occurred on Bella Vista in the area of Highway 160. It was, as you mentioned, a vehicle struck from the rear. There was patient assessment done, and quite frankly, there probably would have been a transfer to Mercy Air at that point, but they were on another flight. The patient was taken to Desert View, and it's my understanding may have been flown out to trauma later.
And only one person injured in that accident as well?
Best of my knowledge, yes.
And then early this morning between Pahrump and Amargosa.
Yes, another accident, a one-vehicle rollover that occurred on Bella Vista, probably a little bit closer towards Amargosa. They requested our assistance, and the two agencies worked together and they extricated a patient from the vehicle, and our crews also managed an LZ for Mercy Air.
And that's only one occupant of that vehicle too as well?
That's my understanding, was a one person, yes.
All right, folks, well, there's more to come after the break. Please keep it here.